ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we are back in the PMDG 777, of course. We are here on the ground at LAX in this beautiful British Airways livery, and we're going to be serving British Airways or BOR 25 from here in Los Angeles over to London. Flight time today is in the region of 9 hours and 55 minutes it's given us. We are at Inibuilds Los Angeles. It is quite heavy on frames, but at the moment it's quite good, and the livery I'm using is a brand new one from flightsim.to website, and it is the updated. It's in the description, it says it's a very realistic dirty livery with the engine cowling missing on the other side. As you can see, we've got a grey engine cowling on the other side, which is realistic to this aircraft. So, and as you can see, there's some dirt marks on the wings and it just looks a bit more used and worn. So, without further ado, let's have a quick look at the scenery today. As you can see, it is really intensive on the system, the Inibuilds Los Angeles, but it's still quite smooth, and more than happy to fly out of here, especially in this 777. Been enjoying it on the channel. This will take my flying in the 777 up to we've done 31 hours of flying in 3 days. So in the flight deck we have GPU connected already. Jump into the overhead panel and we'll get the screens on for the passengers and some galley power for the crew. ADI used to on. We'll get the storm light on as well, just so we can see the flight deck. Get all the window heats on and the emergency exit lights. Forward fuel pump come on, and that is the overhead panel scan done. We'll come into here and we'll get the flight bag sorted. So this is our route today, taking us off of runway 25 right here at LAX, arriving on 27 left at the moment. We are going to be departing on the Orca 5 departure, and then we're going to be flying across the United States, exiting over the Great Lakes here into Canada, staying really low on a southerly route. Usually I find it more coming to Los Angeles, we go high route, but yeah, sort of Nova Scotia and Newfoundland over the Atlantic, descending over Dublin and then into the UK. So that's all sorted. Let's get the FS actions of fuel. We are taking a payload today of 80,000.5 tons of fuel, and the payload today is going to be, I think it's pounds, isn't it? It's defaulted to pounds again. Okay, that's no problem. So we're going to PMDG setup, aircraft displays, kilograms, and we'll go back to the menu, FS actions fuel, 80.5 payload, and we are taking 199.8 zero fuel weight. Get the automatic RTO, FMS, pausing it. We are at KLAX. We are on stand. Is it? I think in America it says it on the air bridges, doesn't it? Is there a pier number or something? 150, I believe that says. Yeah, 150. We'll go for 150. 150. Nope. Okay, that's fine. So we'll just go for the GPS position, and that's popped in. Request our route today, SimReef. We've already set the payloads, and that's requesting. Give it a second. Request sent. And there's our uplink, and weather forecast and everything else. load that, and that is all coming to life there. So we're taking off 25 Romeo, 25 right, sorry, and we're going to be departing on the Orca 5. It takes a little second to, when you first select your runway, there's a stutter in the sim for some reason. There you go, the Orca 5, and that is via Las Vegas. We'll activate that and execute it, and then we'll just pop the arrival in. We'll do what we did last time on the last long call. We'll just change it if it changes, but I'll keep the arrival plugged in just so we get a updated time of arrival. So we are landing on 27 left. We are on the Norg 1 hotel, and that is via it's probably LAM. I know it's BNN. Okay, lovely. Right, so let's have a little look at this. So the SID takes us out and then vectors to Clipper and then Kegs. We'll probably miss them. Usually they vector them parallel to the airport and then up. And then we're going to go up over Vegas on our route in here, and then into the UK on the arrival. So we'll go left flight director, right flight director. We are going to go up to, well, I'll leave it for a second actually. Leave that for a second. The routing looks fine anyway, so we'll go init reference. We'll accept the performance. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go 0 fuel weight. That's nice there, and then we'll get the iPad and we'll go thrust limit. The takeoff performance calculator, 25 right, oh, come on, there you go, import from aircraft, import, calculate, and we have a flat 5 departure with takeoff 2 at 45 degrees, so takeoff 2, 45 degrees, takeoff is flat 5, with establishment of 525, that's fine there, 174, 171, 168, those are all inputted and correct, and we'll set 174 on here as well. Lovely, okay, so that is all inputted there. Now what we can do is we'll start the APU. I'll just pop all the fuel pumps on now. Get rid of this. We'll go fix info, KLAX /5/10, and I'll just pop these in because when I get 5 miles I'll vector us away from the airport. What we'll do is we'll stay on heading select. At about 5 miles we'll turn left after departure, and we'll just sort of do sort of a downwind, well upwind, sorry, of the airport, and then we'll go. We won't route direct back over the airport. We'll carry on before being climbed up and away, and then we'll get runway 27 left inputted, /5, which is our minimum fully configured, /10, and then finally /115. Pop legs on this side, and we'll do the checklist. But actually what I will do though is, because I've done 2 very long flights with this aircraft, we'll go to maintenance, and there, that's what I want to look at. So replace the tyres, replace the brakes, serve, just refill everything. So I wouldn't, especially on these long flights, ETOP sort of verified flights, you'd get all this done. Right, that's nice. So everything, basically a brand new aircraft. And lovely, and what we can do is primary external pack come off now, get that hydraulic pump on and that one as well, and we'll come down here and we're on our own power now. So we're ground handling, ground services, release all, door management, close all, ground equipment, get rid of the jetway, release the ground fan, remove the chocks, Door operations, we can arm all the doors now as well. Right, okay. And we'll go up to 6,000. 6,000. Okay, beacon light can come on now. And we'll do the checklist. Oh, jump down. So oxygen chest, flight instruments done, parking rank set, normal. Flight door closed, passenger signs are now on. MCP is set, takeoff speed. So we've got 168, 171, 174, a trim of 5.25, derated to takeoff 2 and a derated to 45 degrees, and flap 5. Trim is set, taxi briefing complete, normal, before taxi checklist. So we'll pop the engine page on, request pushback, and I think 25 right is so push back, tail left, nose right. Yeah, 25 right, so I'm going to push back like this. Press push back. And hydraulics can come on now as well. We'll get the, I forgot to do the Q&H, so the weather, oh that's in the way a little bit, is 2981 here, 090 at 3 knots, weather 18 degrees, so it's not actually that hot, so 2981. And I'll release the parking brake now. And the pushback should start shortly. There you go. Give it a second. No rush is that. Not on that sim. So what we'll do is we'll get the right into start, throw the fuel in. It's really nice how it does it automatically. And we'll go and watch the engine start from here. So scenery, like I said, here is Inibuilds, and then when we get to London, it's Inibuilds as well. Really nice scenery. The only problem I have with the Inibuilds stuff is it's really, really, really heavy on flat frames. Even their little airports like Ibiza, really heavy on frames. I don't know what they use. I mean, the modelling is fantastic, and the airport looks as real as it gets, but they're really, really intensive. And there is a good engine start, hopefully. Wait for the red line to disappear. Which it has, that engine has stabilised nicely. That little dot there is where the iPad would go if you didn't want it down here, but I like it down there out of the way so we can see out the windows. Okay, so engine number 1 start. Let's put the fuel in. We'll go and watch that engine now. Pushback has been complete, so set the parking brake. What I'll do as well is we'll lower that, we'll get some light in, and then we'll turn the dome light off, like so. Get this dome light off as well, and and then get a little bit of light in. That looks a lot nicer, more friendly on the eyes. There you go, that's cleared that warning. Oh, it's efficient fuel, so what's it saying we land with? 4.5. Okay, that's fine, so we'll keep it 5 because it will disappear, because we won't do the whole, we'll do the routes, but we'll step climb and stuff, so use less fuel. So that's both engines started. We'll get the APU off, taxi light on. The overhead panel is now complete. It's very, very simple on the triple. We'll go flaps 1 and 5. We'll go flight controls. Our trim today is 525. Like so, and waiting for the green light, which is here for flap 5. And I'll go full left, full right, neutral, full forward, neutral, full back, neutral. Now for the rudders, travelling left, full, and full right, neutral. Flight controls are incorrect, so pop checklist back up. Anti-ice not required. Recall is checked. Insufficient fuel doesn't really matter. Flight controls are checked. Ground equipment is clear. Normal flaps are 5 before takeoff checklist complete. After takeoff checklist, a blank checklist, and we will clear the parking brake. I want to just turn the brightness of the control columns down. Parking brake is off. Add a bit of thrust. And we'll taxi ourselves to runway 25 right. Really enjoying the 777 at the moment. I hope you guys have got your hands on it and are enjoying it too. It's just a really, really fun aircraft, isn't it, to fly? I mean, we've been starved of doing long hauls for a long time in Microsoft, and we finally have something we can do flights like this in, where I can trust the aeroplane. I mean, the 787-10, but it's just not as good as this, is it? I mean, this has all the bells and whistles, the eye candy, it's built properly. Oh, I always do that, my controls are linked wrong. There you go. Stay that way. I'll have to redo the takeoff speeds in a second. And we'll turn the nose light on as well. Yeah, it's just brilliant. I've been watching a lot of videos of other people fly to destinations where I'd really like to go, and trying the sim. I mean, we've done, so far I've done British Airways, KLM, then British Airways. Definitely the video after this will be to with Emirates, and then we'll start doing some other operators as well. I want to do some South American ops, something like Europe, South America, and just opens up a whole new world for us on the channel. This aircraft does. Right, so let's do the speeds. Yeah, thank you, cabby ready. No, we go thrust. So what did it want? It wanted 45 degrees. Flat 5. That 174. Okay, lovely. Right, so we've got that replugged in then. mean, the flight I did the other day, the KLM 777 was brilliant. From Amsterdam to Shanghai, really enjoyed that one. First time doing it to sort of China on the channel, and the scenery there was brilliant, and the aircraft handled well, and that's what you want on these long hauls. You want something that doesn't just look nice, but handles exactly how it should do as well. I mean, I don't know, and no offence to people who have this aircraft, but if you have sort of the Captain-SIM products and the LAX VFR stuff, there's absolutely no point to buy that aircraft, when eventually, if you just wait a little bit of time, the good planes will start coming out. So I know a lot of people have been flown Captain-SIM before, and well, it was just a Frankenstein aeroplane. It's like the Latin VFR stuff, but I think because this has come out now, a lot of that sort of stuff will stop, hopefully. I mean, you'll still get the odd people trying. I mean, PMDG have already said that the 777 freighters next, they'll throw in the MAX 8 and 9 after, and then we'll get 200 ER and other variants, LR as well, on the triple, which is interesting. And then I'm assuming, they've said nothing yet, but I'm assuming after the 777's product line is done, they'll shut up shop for a bit and focus on the 74, and then after the 74 they'll be doing their special new aircraft, I believe, which there's some rumours it might be a 75, and there's some rumours it might be a 78. I'm leaning towards 78 because the 777 is the same type rating as the 78, and it looks like Quality Wings, who said they were going to make a 78 before, have just completely left. They made a 787 for P3D, and they said they were coming out with an aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator, but that was 4 years ago, and he's been silent ever since. So I'm assuming that they have shut up shop. I don't know though, that's just my speculation. But anyway, it's really nice to have an aircraft like this in the sim. Getting a bit fast there, and I can't speak highly enough of the aircraft. It's so nice, just everything about it. And I heard some people complain about this button here is too small, and complain that the sounds aren't up to par. It's completely fantastic to compare to what we had, and it's well worth the price, all things considered. And that's another thing to look forward to. The Phoenix 321 and 19 should be coming out, not soon, but in the next 6 months, I'd say, hopefully. And we have, what else we're looking forward to in the flight sim? I mean, Flight Factor 777 coming out as well. I'm not as excited for that as I thought I would now that I've got my hands on this. Sadly, I'm starting to move away from X-Plane now. And it's becoming a challenge for me to jump on X-Plane, because it takes up so much time to just get one flight ready. It's constantly braking, I've got major issues with aircraft scenery, sound bugs, you name it, I have it, and it's just a pain to get sorted. It doesn't look very good anymore, and the aircraft for it, even I mean, I watched the videos on the Flight Factor 777, it looks okay, the systems are brilliant, and they've modelled absolutely everything, but for day-to-day use, like this 777, I just can't see myself buying it. And I know for a fact, because people have left X-Plane and don't buy as much, that aircraft is going to be $100+, absolutely 100%. Right, let's get some lights on them. And let's stop moaning for a bit and enjoy this rollout of Los Angeles 25 right. There's a guy who does plane spotting for me. Is it LA Live? And they've actually got me on Takeoff before from here. I think this is the exact plane I flew on as well. because it did have an engine cowling that was white. I flew on it about 2 years ago to Los Angeles, well, back from Los Angeles to Heathrow, and yeah, I like watching them plane spots pictures. Like when we go to Heathrow later, there'd be if it was in real life, Jerry from Big Jets TV would be recording it. Right, okay, no messing around, let's pretend we've just been cleared. Spool them up. Toe gap. Speed's alive. $100 knots. There's no wind, it's really strange. Rotate. Up we go, let it stand up on its feet, and it launches us into the ground, into the sky, sorry. Positive rate gear up, and let that fly-by-wire take control. And you can feel the weight as we launch out of LA. Look at that. Wow. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Now let me just check something. My live weather should be on. Yeah, live weather is on. So why the hell have I got no winds? Yes, enable next altitude, I know. Right, okay, so what we're going to do, flight level change, autopilot on, select, heading select 250. We're going to bug up to 220 knots. I'm going to go speed check flat 1. What were the winds here then, sorry? Oh, 3 knots, hang on. Update that. Oh, we've got wind now, okay, that was a bit strange. We'll bug the up speed. We'll bug 240. And we'll watch flaps come in. I mean, that looks brilliant, look at that. Flaps coming in. 5 miles, we'll swing it round. $160. We'll climb it up to 1800. 18,000, sorry. Insufficient fuel. It's annoying that little thing, the warning there. So what we'll do, we'll go perf, we'll go 4. There you go, actually let that disappear, yeah. No, insufficient fueling in progress. 3.9. Okay. Well, we'll let it do what it wants to do. Right, we've got 250. Brilliant, look at that. Look at that. What an aeroplane. So now what I'll do is $175. Taxi light can come off, nose wheel light can come off as well. And just look at that G90 rocket us out of California. Brilliant. I mean, that's really not. I mean, the engine one was a bit overdone, but it looks nice. I noticed as well on the, as you can see, the flopper up there. When we take off, I watched, is it 320 Sim pilot, who's the 787 rated captain, first officer, sorry. he said that the reason this does a droop and then flings up above the wing on takeoff is it loses hydraulic pressure, so it doesn't brake itself, and then the airflow pushes it over the wing, and then finally when hydraulic power is restored halfway down the runway, it will come alive again, which I thought was really cool. I've always wondered why it does that. And right above the LA skyline, I mean, look at that. What a sim as well. Really, I know complain sometimes about Microsoft Flight Simulator, but look at that. Brilliant. That is a screenshot if I have ever seen one. Right, passengers can be released, the lights can come off. And we'll zoom out a bit and we'll go direct to, what one is that there? Coup? Or we'll go direct to Orca. And the only reason I've done this little circuit is because in real life ATC would have emptied you around. I mean, I did the same departure but from 24 left when I went to LA, and actually on the flight map, if I go to the actual map in here, right, we were kept on this sort of down leg thing here, and we literally went all the way down to San Diego before finally being let up here. We went right over Vegas again. That's the only reason I've done this sort of routine. I'm assuming that that's because in real life they give you vectors. Make sure our auto stickers on for this flight today, and wow, look at that. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, well, what I'll put in, we'll go up to our cruise, which is 350, and that's what it's saying there. And we'll go standard because we're flying up to the cruise now. And we're going to make it past that mountain, so, well, them mountains, so how brilliant. It's just what a time to be involved in flight sim. I mean, I thought I'd never be able to fly an aircraft like this on the channel, looking at views like that. That's brilliant. And away we go. So let's do the after takeoff checklist. Planning your up maps up, and descent checklist is ready when we need it. That is us all sorted for the flight then. So I'll leave you guys now with some climbing cruise highlights. I'll see you in 8 hours and 45 minutes. When we're descending over the Irish Sea. Hello and welcome back to the flight deck. We are now well into our descent into Heathrow. We're still using 27 left as our arrival runway. Nothing has changed there. The weather, I just updated it a second ago. 240 at 10 knots, view at 4,900, QNH 1017. It's 19 degrees, nice and warm down actually. And we've just flown overhead Birmingham. And we are about 20 minutes away from arriving into London. So now we've got a bit of light. I'll show you around this quickly. It looks gorgeous. It's got some dirt marks on the wings. As you can see, the engine cowling. Also, if you look on the door, you can see the smudge marks where the air bridge has been, which is really nice. Thought we could see that better in this light. So 1500 at socket, that should be okay. Right, we'll go init reference, doing a flat 25 landing today. So it's 144 plus 5, 149 in our final approach speed today. We had plenty of fuel. I don't know why it was shouting at us all that time ago on takeoff, saying we've only got 4 tons when the landing's London. We should have about 9.5 when we get down there. Seatbelt sign, I just turned that on a second ago. So we are all ready. So what is the QNH 1017? Lovely. So pop that in as well. .1017, and what we'll do is we'll go checklist, descent checklist, recall is checked, no, sort of breakthrough, landing data confirmed, approach briefing. We are arriving today on the Nugra 1 Hotel via BNN, Bravo November. We'll follow the speed restrictions and the rest of the SIDS constraints all the way in, and then it's a 10 mile ILS 3 degrees onto runway 27 left, and that's our approach briefing complete. Altimeters, we'll just change them now actually. We're not about to do anything. We're going down to our final approach altitude, so normal, and that's the landing checklist right there. Okay, so we're going down to 3,000. There are quite a few restrictions and routes. As you can see, they're mapped out here, Boeing style, with the little green dot. As we come down, we'll have a look at them in the FMC. So, hard restriction is 7,000 by Bravo November, Bravo November /11, we're at 7,000 again, 220 knots down, and then it will step us down to 6,000, then to 4,653, and then down to 3,000, which is our centre fixed point 27 left, where we'll start our ILS onto runway 27 left. So that is all confirmed. And we'll have a nice wing view as we descend now over the British countryside. Actually, it's been a really nice flight from Los Angeles. We haven't had any problems. I did use the speed up time going across the Atlantic, which is really, really handy actually, because it means we can do these flights of 12, 13 hours or so in the same time as I'd have do a sort of the UK to sort of the Canary Islands. So it does make flying this aircraft a lot more easy, especially with recording and stuff and making videos. 14,000 now. What we'll do is we'll pop the lights on, get ready for us going through 10,000. Not been as much bad weather as well around the UK, so it's been okay. When we did our last flight, it was, as we were coming up sort of over the middle of China and Wuhan area, it was dreadful. There was massive thunderstorms everywhere. We'll get a bit of speed break out, help the aircraft down. So, stand we're going to be using. So, British Airways is very easy to know where BA park at Heathrow. So when we land on 27 left, we'll go on to brake 2 because we'll want to roll down the stand that the real aircraft landed on. Just checking flight radar was the satellite gate, which is the second terminal to the end. I'm just trying to see if I can see a number. No, okay, I know where it parked though, and we'll carry on to there. So we'll try and vacate. It's our third high speed exit, and then it's straight down into Terminal 5, the Bravo gates. So that's okay. Got with drag required now. Because those massive speed brakes again. Fantastic. Oh. She's dived a bit there, try and regain the VNAV. No, it's slowing itself down. Coming up to the speed now where I can pop the speed brake away. About there. Couple of stutters there as London loads in. Beautiful. Right. There's the cabin ready, and the speeds, get away from us, what I'll do is speed brake can come out, and we'll go flat 1, FMC message drag required, no problem. Oh, that thrust came up very quick. Leveled us off now onto the arrival, and it will keep us sat there for a little bit. That's no problem. And London should be loading in front of us. I know Microsoft have said that they're going to try and fix London because it does look a bit naff when we load up there. So there's Heathrow, but London, which is in this area here, it looks like plastic's melted. The ortho, the sort of scenery that they've done for it, so hopefully they change that soon, especially with the 777 flying into Heathrow a lot more. So you can see sort of bits of London loading, and then down here is the suburbs and the outer skirts of London. I'm not caught up on the suburbs really. I've been to London quite a few times, but not enough to know each area. I could probably tell you the football stadiums and the main landmarks, and that's about it. There's Buckingham Palace, the Shard. Well, not Buckingham Palace, sorry, there's the House of Parliament. Buckingham Palace is somewhere around this area. Hasn't loaded yet. That is, I don't know what football stadium that is. Is that Wembley? Might be Wembley. So, gonna go flat one. It's descending us now. And there's the leading edge devices extending. The engine rumbling along. It's gone to idle. What I'll do now, free speed, 210 knots. Keep it bang on 1,000 feet per minute because I want to slow it down a bit more for that corner turn. We'll go flat 5 for it. London's loading quite nicely now actually, and I mean that looks really good out there. There's not much more you can do with it, especially if you like, I know some people complain, but you got to remember we're up here at 6,000 feet. In real life, this is what you'd see as well from your naked eye. So there's the O2 Arena, the Shard, and the bridge, Tower of London. Let's see if we can find you. Oh, there's Buckingham Palace. There. There's the Houses of Parliament. I'm going to fly right over them. We'll go outside and have a look. British Airways 777 right over London. I mean, look, that's perfect. What we've been waiting for really, a place like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to help the aircraft because it's keeping the speed nicely, but I want to slow it down a bit now. So go flat 5. And pop speed brake out as well, why don't we? There you go. And look, my FPS is smooth as butter, it's really nice. Perfect, right, let's concentrate and find the aeroplane then. Right, thrust is coming back in. Speed brake can be stowed. Pretty happy with the speed. Nose light can come on. Don't need any of them lights. Okay. Wait for that right turn shortly. Click the pen for good luck. And arm approach. It's really nice how it syncs up the courses, that's really good. There's a glide slope. Captured. I think he's getting to outer choir. A bit like catching glide slope. There's glide slope. Beautiful. So we'll go 5,000 go around. We'll go flat 50. Bug the flat 50. We'll go 160 knots actually. Watch the flaps go down to 15 now. It's a bit bumpy actually here. Aircraft's really struggling with the wind direction and changes as Heathrow loads up in front of us. What a view that is. So 6 miles, gear down. Speed brake arms. Checklist. Landing gears coming down. Yeah, the aircraft's not slowing down very good. Flap 20. And flap 25. Landing checklist complete. The plane really struggled then to get the speed down. Landing checklist complete. How far are we? 4 miles, so bang, literally minimums. We got that sorted. A bit slow for me actually. Should be configured a bit further. Especially in a plane like this, it does take a while. So yeah, it's really bumpy actually. So just update the weather one more time. 240 at 1,000 feet. Struggling really bad with that wind. What I'm going to do is take control of my aeroplane. And I'll give it a go. First time flying it in really windy conditions. See how we handle it. So all the checklists have been complete. That's what I like about the 777 with the checklists. I know I've got everything done now because you start screaming at me otherwise. I mean, I've only been flying for a couple of seconds. It is windy, but it handles really well. And the wind sort of stopped there.
$100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Keep it on the centre line. Get it down. Down we are. Speed brakes up. First green decel. It handled actually really nicely on that bumpy weather, that was really good. A bit high from me on the over the threshold, 100 feet. You'd really want to be at about 50 there. About 50 feet high, coming over the threshold, but not too bad. Got it down the allocated area. And we've actually gone quite long. Water break 3 probably would have been better. Probably not even realised would have really annoyed some Heathrow controllers here. And we will taxi off. But for us it's okay because our parking gates are already here. So what I'll do is let's get it lined up on this taxiway first. Before we start cleaning up the airplane. So now we're lined up here, we'll go speed brake in, flaps up, landing lights off, taxi light on, strobe light off, APU on. It's the next one. There's the big flaps coming up. Actually really happy with how that arrival planned out with the wind. I didn't know it was going to be so bumpy, but the aircraft flew really nice. Really, really nice. See, the fly-by-wire in this is perfect. In the Phoenix is very good, but the flare and the way the aeroplane handles during turbulence is a bit funny. But this today, fantastic. But wasn't the windiest. It was quite bumpy though. It's probably the bumpiest 13 knots I think anyone will ever have. Right, so pull around here. That'll be fine. Round we go. And well, I'm going to take any because I think they're all heavy gates, aren't they? Yeah, we'll have a 537. That'll do, mate. 537. So slow it right down. Below 10 knots. So the undercarriage, middle steering is engaged. Slow it down even more. And we'll call it a day there. Park rate set. APU is on and available, so the engines can come off. Beacon light can come off. Seatbelt signs off. Hydraulic pumps can come off as well, and the demand pumps here. That is everything now, guys. So we'll jump into the ground ops. We'll disarm all the doors. We'll set the chocks. Request the air bridge. Ground services, just wait for the engine to cool down a little bit. And we'll request ground power. We will have maintenance van, portable water, lavatory, forward cargo, aft cargo, bulk cargo, and aft galley. And we'll jump out here. And I'll tell you what, that parking weren't bad. Let me just request the air bridge. Can we please have the air bridge? Thank you. And welcome down to Heathrow after a very windy arrival. But that 9-hour flight was nothing we couldn't handle. Very nice flight again in the 777. Really enjoying my time in it. I said in my last video I would try and do something else apart from the 777. However, I don't think I physically can, because I am just enjoying this aeroplane so much. I'm just trying to think of other flights we could do that don't involve the 777. I wanted to do some Lufthansa ops out of the new Frankfurt Main scenery, the freeware one that you can get on Orbex. So I think we might do that just to break it up a bit. But then I think after that we'll be jumping straight back in some 777 action, because what an aeroplane! Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all guys in the next video. If you do want any routes flown by myself, please don't hesitate to put one in the comments, the aircraft, livery and route you'd like to see on the channel. Once again, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one.